Hi there. My name is Lou Martin, and I'm very excited to be with you here today with my dear friends, Ed and Tim Carroll, and we're going to talk about this incredible product and this wonderful company. It's called the X39 stem cell patch. I'm wearing mine, and I've been on it for 6 months, and I'm happy to introduce the wonderful dear friends that introduced me to this product and get you up to speed on all of it. This is Tim and Ed's Carol, and they're saying hello from Queensland, Australia. How you doing, guys?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Lou. How are you? Or good evening
good.
to you. So
Thank
it's a beautiful sunny morning here in Brisbane, and you'll probably hear the birds singing here. But over the next 20 minutes, what we're going to do is, as Lou was saying, we're talking about the LifeWave X39 patch. So this is something that we came across in the last year. It's really been transformational for us, but it's an incredible technology that is healing people, but also
changing other people's lives.
Changing people's lives for their health, for their financial freedom, and lots of things like that. So as I say, over the next 20 minutes, we'll explain a little bit about LifeWave, the company itself. We'll also go into giving you some insight into David Smith, who's an incredible CEO, inventor of this company. We will explain about phototherapy, how it actually works. Also, we'll have some testimonials. We'll give some insights into what we've experienced ourselves and some of the people that we've shared it with. And also, Lou will also give his own testimonial about what he's experienced by using these patches. At the end, we'll also run through an opportunity. So there is a business opportunity that's associated with this, which we found amazing, and we'll run it through that later as well. So for the time being, what we're going to do is just share our screen, and over to you, Eds.
So the first main question is, have you been patched yet? Tim, have you been patched yet?
I have. I'm actually just about to put a patch on me right now. So this patch, I've just pulled the sticky off the back of that, and here I go. I'm just going to stick it here. So yes, I have been patched.
So this is David Schmidt, the CEO and inventor of X39. We call him the Steve Jobs or the Nikola Tesla of health and wellness because he's got over 180 patents now, and he is a scientist and inventor. He specializes in age reversing. And in 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research. And his patent took 10 years before it went out to the market, and he spent $4.5 million to bring this to the market. But prior to that, Tim, can you give us a background about David Schmidt?
So David worked with the US Navy. This is around the year 2000, around those years prior to 9/11. He was working on some Black Ops projects, which involved submariners. As they were going down in a submarine, they were going on fairly lengthy trips, which could have been 2, 3, 4 days, where they had to remain awake. So he was working on studies using phototherapy to enable these submariners to be able to keep their energy levels high, their focus, their attention, and all the biological markers. So this was really the origins of the X39. So when 9/11 happened, that operation was closed down. He took all the patents, and this was the genesis of the company LifeWave.
So this is the patent of X39. It was patented in 2020. So this is exclusive for LifeWave, and we have up to 2040 to produce this product. As what you can see, what the product says is it has embodiments as a result of elevating the copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants. And it is important to note that the patent does what it really says in the document. And as what people are saying, this is really an age reversing product.
Absolutely. So X39 stem cell activation patch, what happens is when we're kids, we're effectively like full batteries, full of stem cells. And by the time we're 30 years of age, only, if you can imagine, it's a battery. That battery is only half charge. By the time we're about 60, it's only about 5 or 10% charge. And then it begins to deteriorate then after that. So this is pretty much in proportion to some direct correlation between the activation of our stem cells and our health. And as those stem cells deteriorate and they stop working, well, we begin to get older. Wrinkles start happening, our energy goes down, etc. So here's just a simple image. As you can see, is the baby full of stem cells. And as we progress, the stem cells begin to deteriorate as we get older, all the way to that old man wearing a nappy at the end. So unfortunately, he won't have too many active stem cells in his body. So what the X39 does is it triggers the activation of our dormant stem cells so that they really become alive again.
And so how do we wear the X39? We wear the X39 12 hours on during the day and 12 hours off at the night to repair and rejuvenate. We throw the patch away. We don't reuse the patch. We put a new patch on and then repeat. And we recommend that people to drink a lot of water to keep ourselves hydrated.
Absolutely. The water helps the conductivity of phototherapy. Also, minerals are extremely important, like electrolytes. So a lot of people take Celtic sea salts with this, and it just enables the conductivity of light throughout the body so that this can work really, really effectively, which it genuinely does. It's unique. No other product on the market like X39. It's been proven to improve cellular health and vitality. It's safe and non-transdermal. So non-transdermal means that nothing crosses the skin barrier. So this gives medical practitioners in particular real peace of mind that it's not going to interact with any other drugs, because all that it is a frequency of light which is shining back into our bodies. Nothing physical crosses the skin barrier. It's very, very affordable, costs about a cup of tea or coffee per day, and it's patented technology.
So how X39 works then?
It is a proprietary form of phototherapy. So the patch effectively works like a mirror. What it does is the mitochondria in our cells, we radiate a light. So if we're wearing night vision glasses, we can see that there's light radiating from all of us. So that light is just a nanocrystal technology within this patch. So as that light has been radiated, a specific wavelength of light is reflected back into the body. And that's like putting a key into a lock. That's opening a door. The first thing that happens is sets off a domino effect. Copper peptides are elevated. As a result of copper peptides being elevated, 4,000 genes are switched on. And as a result, our own stem cells are activated. And then we begin to experience all the benefits like greater energy and strength, etc. As we mentioned, it's non-transdermal. There's no drugs or stimulants or chemicals. It's non-invasive. And there's no stem cells within these patches.
Yes.
So that is, there's all sorts of...
So we are just activating our own stem cells.
Exactly.
And these are the benefits of X39 that have been reported. So there's increase in strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality. There's a lot of mental clarity, restored muscle skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, and improved skin appearance. And this benefits so far we have experienced, and all the people we have introduced the product to it came back to us like, hey, you know what? My energy level is so high. Where did I get this? Where did I get this energy level or extra energy for the day? And same as with Tim, like some of our friends would say, okay, my sleep has been better. Like no experience like before.
Absolutely. These are the commonly reported benefits that people experience. And many of these here, like probably all of those that I've certainly experienced. We'll explain that on when we're giving our testimonial shortly. So what happens with X39 is when you put it on your skin, like I just have, and if you start on day one, within a few days, based on studies, what they can see is that 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Most people experience this very quickly, and that their skin begins to glow, fine lines and wrinkles begin to disappear, their nails, their hair starts to grow faster. And within 6 months, the heart actually reverses in age. So they found that in over 95% of cases in the studies that have been done on this, what they've shown is that the heart reverses in age by 8 years if somebody is wearing X39 for 6 months. And this is in over 95% of the cases. It's quite amazing. And also, as David said, is anti-aging. Sorry, it's not anti-aging, it's actually age reversal. So the recommendation, just quickly, that if somebody is 40 years of age, they would stay on it for 4 months. If somebody was 60 years of age, they stay on it for 6 months. This is to reset the whole body. But if you stay on these patches longer than that, you actually begin to age reverse. And this has been shown in all the biological markers and tests that have been done.
Yes, Tim.
I'll explain this one. So this is a graph of an MRI scan of a 77-year-old lady who came in. This is showing on the left-hand side, as you can see, on session 1, she wasn't using X39 here. So what we can see is that there was inflammation in the brain. There was lack of brain coherence. You can see all those dark colors like the dark reds, the oranges, the incoherence. So that's reflective of the inflammation and the incoherence. Once she started using the X39 on session 2, you can see that 3 weeks after using X39, there's no more inflammation. All those dark reds are gone. There's improved brain coherence. So the brain is definitely working a lot better. After 6 weeks in X39, there's complete turnaround. You can see that the brain, based on those colors, you can see that there is great coherence and that the brain just seems to be a lot calmer. It can be noted that when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. Her brain calmed down dramatically at the second visit. And after wearing the X39 patch for 3 weeks, her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. Now, looking at these visions, this is very reflective of what we've experienced ourselves, but also in most cases for people that are actually wearing these patches, they find that their stress levels go down. They have that ability to be able to think clear. Brain fog begins to dissipate and go away, where this clarity begins to envelop as they're wearing these patches. So this is very reflective of what we've experienced ourselves.
Yeah. So thisisit.info.com is the website that is available to all of us, wherein you can find the case studies, the patents, the interviews with the doctor, interview with David Schmidt, the CEO. And also there are some testimonials here that you can find, whether it's from arthritis, from migraines, from diabetes, people who have experienced a lot of benefits from patching, share their testimonials through videos. So you can just take note of the website and see it for yourself.
Absolutely. All the information that for anybody wants to research on X39, there's 80 double-blind clinical studies being done on these patches. So it's been poked, prodded, tested in every way possible. So it's been shown through the science that this actually works. There's 3 different tabs on this site. On the home page, if you scroll right down, you'll see there's panels of doctors and integrative doctors who are speaking about their experiences with their patients and from a medical perspective. On the second tab, there's patents and studies. And on the third tab, you'll see a host of testimonials, as Ed said, which explains everything about what people are experiencing.
So X39 is sophisticated, yet it's so simple to explain. There's a lot of testimonials and heartfelt testimonials that we have heard over the few months that we've been patching. And today, Lou will, of course, share his testimonial. We're inviting Lou to share your story.
Wonderful. Thank you for all that. That was so helpful. And I'm looking forward to sharing this with everyone. Very, very briefly, I'm coming up in April on 2 years since I was hospitalized with a patch of skin cancer that got really bad after living with it without a problem for decades. It really flared up and I had to have a 7-hour surgery and was hospitalized for 36 days and then 2 weeks in a care home after that. But I came through it all very clear. But working back my general level of health, this absolutely, as it has been for many other people in LifeWave, was answered prayer for me, literally asking God to help me get my health back, and tick a few other boxes on my list as well. And 6 months now on the patches, the first thing I noticed, I've told this many times, my hair is darker every single day, and now I'm seeing my beard get darker, which is lovely and, you know, fine. But the big change for me has been just all of the toxins, quite honestly, that I had because of having antibiotics 4 times a day for 36 days. It was quite an experience. So I really feel like my body has released all of that. I've come through all of that. My, pardon me, digestion elimination is working at top order, which is a joy. And everything else in terms of healing and strength and energy, all of that is continuing to come up. And I'm coming up February 3rd, Tim and Ed's, will be my 6-month anniversary on the patches. So when I read that statement about the reversing the health of the heart, I hadn't heard that for a few months into the program. And I nearly fell out of my chair, and I thought, if that was the only thing that these patches do for the cost and the commitment and all that, it would still be a complete miracle. So the other testimonials I'd like to share just briefly, guys, is I have two of my closest friends, is Annie, who's in San Diego. She's in her 70s, and her daughter Sarah is in New Hampshire. I think you know them both at this point. And so Sarah got onto the patches through me, and she was recovering from knee surgery and arthritis as a masseuse for years, and sleeplessness and you know, several things. She's seen an amazing improvement in everything. She's still fine-tuning her journey with that, but she's on fire for the patches, and she's been recommending them and sharing them with people as well. And she became a manager, as I did as well, in the program. And then Annie also was recovering from a hip surgery, and found the patches were amazing. She had chronic pain. I didn't know this, in her neck for like the last year. And as soon as she put the patch on, the pain cleared up 90%. And she was in positive shock about it. And also her energy, her health to be able to do her walks every day, that's come up as again. And last thing, she likes to work out at the gym once a week, I think. And she came on one time, she said, I can't understand it. I'm having the best results I've ever had. And I'm like, gee, I wonder what could be responsible for that, Annie. It's like, oh, wow. So yes, I'm thrilled to know about this, to be using this, and to be sharing this with my friends and family and my neighbors here. It's been a godsend.
That's great, Lou. Thanks a million. That's wonderful. Yeah. And what you're describing there is so commonly reported back to us, and you hear within the LifeWave community. There's many people just put the patch on them. They've been using, or they've been having pain for 5, 10, 15 years. And what they find very quickly is that it begins to dissipate. This can happen. There's one patch wonders where it happens on day 1. For others, it could take 6 weeks. But as our stem cells begin to activate, the benefits are absolutely incredible. As you want to just...
Well, for me, Lou, the first week that I was trying putting the patch to myself, of course, my energy level has really increased, because I work for 8 hours in front of a computer, and towards the end of the day, I feel like I just wanted to rest, because I'm always exhausted. I was always exhausted, and I said, after 5 days, I was telling, it's like I still have a lot of energy. I still want to go out, do something else. And I was telling Tim, let's go out, go for a walk, stuff like that, and just lifting kettlebells. So that energy level has been sustained, and I'm really, really happy that I'm also still continuing to patch. And I introduced it to some of my friends, somebody from the US, as what I like anybody does, sharing it with friends or your loved ones.
Yeah.
One of my friends came back to me and she said, "Hey, Ed, after 30 minutes, I put it on my wrist," because she has this what do you call the ones in
Carpal tunnel.
yeah, carpal tunnel. I forget the name because there's a lot of symptoms that was reported, but her carpal tunnel said, it's gone. I can't believe it. It must be the patch. I wasn't believing it in the beginning, but it was only the patch that she put in her wrist. So things like that, which was really, really amazing listen to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's also noticed the difference with hair growth. So you have baby hair growth, and and her skin looks amazing, and her energy. She's after winning 2 walking challenges where she's been walking like 20,000 steps per day. So she's like a greyhound going around the place for the last number of months. But personally, I'm conscious of the time. So yeah, personally, what I found is as soon as I put on the patch on day 1, I felt this energy just envelop me. I could kinesthetically feel this throughout my whole body and my mind. Which is quite amazing. But on day 2, I go to the gym about 3 days a week. So I've been lifting a certain amount of weight for the last number of years. On day 2 and the following week, and since then, I've been lifting about 25% heavier than I had ever lifted before. There was nothing else. I hadn't eaten anything different, taken anything different. So I found that my strength just got much, much higher. Over the months, so we've been using these patches probably about 10 months now at this stage. The focus, productivity, that mental clarity that I have, I've never in my life experienced anything quite sustained and so good as it has been. It's just the ability to be able to focus on something, crack into it, have the energy just to do it and complete it. And just finally, my meditation has dramatically improved. I find that I meditate on a daily basis, but I found that as soon as I close my eyes into meditation, I just straight away, it's almost like this connection with source that is just phenomenal, really. And yeah, that's incredible. I think that's why we're here. We're spiritual beings, and realizing that we are, and there's definitely a spiritual dimension to these patches that a lot of people attest to. So it certainly raised my consciousness and increased that connection that I have with source. Yes, so beautiful. Lou, thank you so much for your testimonial. If you don't mind just muting for once more, what I'll do is we'll go back in here to the testimonial.
Yeah. So this is we'll now go to the how are you going to purchase the patch and on the business side of the company. So we have 3 packages that are available. First is core, which is good for a single person, advanced for a couple, and then premium for a family or for people who are looking this as a real opportunity or as a business. So in the core, there are 90 patches available, good for 3 months. And advanced, there are 6 sleeves, and for premium, there are 20 sleeves available.
So this is a sleeve. So there's 30 patches or 30 days supply of. So you'll have 30 of these patches in one of these sleeves. So on the core, you're going to get 3 sleeves or 3 months supply. As Ed was saying, it's suitable for a single person or somebody who just wants to try this out. On the advanced, it's very suitable for a couple. It's also cheaper at $535, so they've reduced the price a little bit for 6 sleeves, so you get 6 months supply. You're also, as part of that, you're also part of the LifeWave business in that it is a direct sales model. So what most people find is that once they start using this and they start getting benefits, they just want to share with people that they know, their friends and their family. So LifeWave will actually give you there's a financial flow back. You'll be rewarded by LifeWave for actually doing that. And that's what we've been doing over the past months. We've been sharing it with people. It's very simple, it's easy, and very quickly you don't have to pay for the patches at all, because you know this financial flow back pays for the patches plus beyond. The premium, as Ed said, that's 20 sleeves, 20 months supply, but you're buying that at a wholesale price, so it's much cheaper. So this is somebody that may be a chiropractor, a naturopath, or just somebody like we actually signed up on a premium ourselves. And as we were meeting people that we knew, that we really felt that could benefit, and anybody that's walking onto, anybody could actually benefit from this, anybody who's got stem cells. So that's the premium. In order, same as any, as you're using the patches, the subscription is very important. So if this was used on month 1, well, then you want to replenish that. So the subscription, which will come 30 days after that, will replenish what you're using. So then that'll also, you'll have patches for that month as well.
And for sharing if you want to.
And for sharing. The 2-sleeve subscription, which is suggested, that enables you very much to be part of this business. And it opens up a whole compensation plan, which we'll just describe in the following slides.
So LifeWave company growth, as you can see, it's a 20-year-old company and it's open in over 75 countries. It's not a Me Too product. Nobody has this product. It's only LifeWave, or it's only us as brand partners who can offer this X39. It's not a weight loss. It's not skincare supplement or any supplements like what we can see in the market. And in here, you can check it out, like from 2021 up to 2024, about the growth of sales. In 2021, it was only 20 million, and it went up to 320 million in 2022, 430 million in 2023, and 600 million, which is the biggest growth year ever. And this year, we are predicting it to be a 1 billion in sales.
Yep. So it's growing exponentially, and that's because it actually works. So there's a global opportunity. It operates in over 80 countries worldwide. So we've shared it with people all over the world, actually. Yeah. And it's
from
literally
Canada, US, Philippines, Ireland, all over the
absolutely
place.
And it's just a matter of sharing a link with somebody. They sign up directly with LifeWave, so that it's all we're doing is just introducing it. It's professional direct sales. It's a simple binary system. It's only got 2 legs. It's very simplistic. Effective building strategies to choose from. So the strategies in place that can be duplicated and easily trained, and it's repeatable. There's a built-in onboarding system and training. You earn while you learn opportunity, and we've certainly experienced that over the past months. In that it's like there's a personal development aspect to this as well. Mm-hmm. You learn how to present. Well, you don't have to present, but you learn how to communicate, and lots of other skills we learn as well. And there's unlimited earnings potential, which, like, who doesn't want to be financially free? So we're definitely in that camp. So the compensation plan in the industry, 60% of the money that is paid for these patches actually flows back to the brand partners. So you don't have any middleman. Effectively, we make a recommendation to a person to deal directly with LifeWave, and then we get compensated for it. But 60% comes directly back, not just to us, but to the people that are behind us as well. There's conferences which are happening on a regular basis. There's literally thousands and thousands of people going to these conferences, and as the company is growing massively, there's also
and we are part of the This Is It team, which is the fastest growing team in LifeWave, and LifeWave is awarded as the fastest growing direct sales company in the industry. For
the last few years. So it's grown about 3,000% in about 5 years, which is quite phenomenal. So what's most important in your life? Is your family, travel? Do you want less debt in your life? Do you want better health? You know, that most people do. Mental clarity, time, or freedom. So really, whatever it is here, LifeWave really does have the answer for any of those questions there. Compensation plan is as easy as getting started as knowing 4 people. So think of, if that's you there, think of 4 people that you really love, respect, care for.
About, yeah.
And all that you're doing is you're making an introduction. It's like you go to see a really good movie at the cinema. You're just saying, okay, well, I've seen this incredible thing. It's a great movie. Here you go. And effectively, that's what we're doing with LifeWave. So as people begin to purchase products themselves, they sit under you in that binary system. It's very simplistic. 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right. And this is the core basis of how the LifeWave structure is built. As they're using products, you're compensated by LifeWave itself. And just on this structure alone, you can earn up to $25,000 each week from Binary.
And this is another incentive that we can enjoy when we are into the business. It's called the matching bonus, and it is an unlimited income potential. So say with Lou, we introduced Lou, and he's earning 1,000 per week. We get a 25% out of his commission, binary commission. And then if Lou introduce somebody and he's earning 1,000 as well, so we will get 20% out of that second layer or second person that Lou introduced in the business. And if that second person introduced another one who's earning 1,000 for that week, Tim and I will be earning another 20% up to the third level. And just to let you know that this is an unlimited type of business, an unlimited time of commission or bonus.
Yeah, so it is, as you can possibly gauge, it snowballs very, very quickly. So as you're sharing this, and really for most people that are doing this, it is, they want to, for people that we know, we want to share it out of our hearts so that they can improve their lives. But as they do the same thing, and as those people do the same thing, there's a multiplication effect and a compounding effect that adds up very, very quickly. So before you know it, you could have hundreds of people that are down below you in the binary system, and you're actually benefiting from each one of those people as you're purchasing product. And that's what we're seeing left, right, and center.
Lots of people know them.
Lots of people, they're getting healed, their health has been transformed, but also they're all becoming financially free as well. And this is absolutely possible with this company. This is a team, as Ed's mentioned. So this is the team that we're a part of within LifeWave. They're extremely successful in that it is growing very, very quickly, but it's a duplicatable system on this website whereby if you wanted to learn anything about phototherapy, how to communicate it with somebody, say a friend or family member, there's all 2-minute little videos in there which explain clearly how this system works and how it can be duplicated. That's the whole thing. Duplication is key. It also explains in more detail, the compensation plan. There's links to the Facebook and the YouTube channels there as well. So it's absolutely brilliant. So it's not a complex thing. This is very simple. All you have to do is just share the X39. So financial freedom creates the ultimate wealth, time freedom. And this is what we all look for. Unfortunately, in today's society with the system we're living in, people have less time, they have less money, less freedom. So in order to rebuild communities and to be able to reconnect, freedom is actually needed so that we're not under the burden of this financial system, I suppose, that's been created. So LifeWave is giving people an option to be able to break out of that system. And that's really what we were looking for.
And so are you ready to level up your health and your wealth? So Lou, how are they going to be part of this business, an exciting one?
So yeah, thank you. That was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so I'm happy to talk with anyone who's interested in learning more about LifeWave. My storefront, my website with them is lifewave.com/Lou Martin, LOUMARTIN, or you can shoot me an email at lightheart2018@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook. I do a live program Monday through Thursday talking about consciousness and creativity and community, and that's also just easy to find in Ireland, Lou Martin, or my Awakened Spirits Network channel, which is on YouTube with over 300 interviews with lovely people like Tim and Ed's who are on there as well, I believe. So yeah, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much for this great time.
Thank you, Lou. Have a fantastic night.
Hey, thanks, Lou.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, everybody, for your time. Thank you.
Be the light. Be the light, my friends.